Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been really thinking hard about what I wanted this video to be about today. There's a few things that I wanted to discuss, and they're not necessarily dissimilar from each other. But um, one thing I wanted to discuss is the freedoms that we enjoy in this country and where this country stands. You know, people fled Europe in the 16th century for religious persecution. Our children are taught in school about the pilgrims and the first Thanksgiving and being able to come to the colonies where they were free to practice their religion however they saw fit without worrying about prosecution from other religions. At the time, Europe, like England and Scotland, was very much Protestant. If you didn't fall in line, you were executed, held as a heretic, hined and quartered. America was based on one fundamental belief, and it's one of the reasons why it's part of our First Amendment. You have the right to praise whatever God you want, however you want to praise Him in this country. Freedom of religion has always been the basis for everything that our Constitution stands for. On our currency, in our courtrooms, it says, "In God we trust." This is not something that we should be getting rid of. It's something that we should be embracing. 74% of the world's population still live in countries where they are not free to practice the religion that they want to. You have countries like China, North Korea, Iran, Myanmar, um, certain places in Africa where you're not free to praise who you wish. In our country, you're free to practice your faith how you see fit. In the Pledge of Allegiance, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. We're evolving. We're not the same Americans or have the same thoughts and feelings as the very first Americans, our founding fathers. We find better ways to do things. That's what makes America so great. I was in church today, and the priest had a funny joke. A man walked up to the priest and he said, "My best friend has just died. I've had him since he was born. And I would really like to have a really great Catholic funeral for him." Come to find out his best friend was a dog. And the priest said, "Well, I'm sorry, but we just don't do those types of services. Maybe you should get with the Baptist and the Protestant and other religions and see if they do." And the man said, "Well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate the information." He started to walk away, but he stopped for a second and turned back around to the priest. And he said, "Father, can you give me some protocol here? Because I'm really walking in some gray area. I don't know where I stand. You know, the church that does this, I'd like to give a $10,000 donation to, you know, in my dog's name. And the priest said, wow, well, I apologize. I didn't know that your dog was a Catholic. We're all free to practice our faiths however we see fit. Whether it be sitting down with a rosary and saying your Our Fathers and your Hail Marys. Whether it's just going down in some quiet room and kneeling down and having a conversation between you and God. Whether it's the more what mainstream would call the extremist, people who handle snakes or sacrifice goats and chickens. Look, whether you're a Catholic, uh, a Baptist, a Protestant, practice holiness, voodoo, you know, whatever, Hindu, Buddhism, you know, whatever your religion is in this country, on this day, you are free to practice your faith. And you're free to do it wherever you want. Remember that only 74% of the people in this world still do not have that luxury. Guys, I'm not saying go to church. That's a personal decision up to you. But I'm saying that our country is based on religious freedom. And on this holiest of days of the week, it's time we remember that. We all make mistakes. We're all sinners. And the good Lord above gave his only begotten Son for us. And our country is founded on the fact that in God we trust. So when I hear some more of the more radical left-wing people screaming, we need to remove that from all courtrooms, and if there's a cross in public, we've got to get rid of it. And no. That's when you stand up the most, the longest and the strongest. And you say, no. If you're an atheist in this country, you have the right to be. And if you're a Christian, you have the right to be. It's up to us to stand up and say, enjoy your freedoms in your faith however you see fit, whether you have it or you don't. But in the United States of America, from the day of its inception until the day it's gone, everyone has the right to religious freedom. And I hope everyone stands up and says, you know what? I praise Allah. And I praise Jesus Christ. It's all under one God. You just have a different name for him. And under God, we trust. Thank you very much, everyone, for today. And thanks for watching the video. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And please share this so I can get my name out there and get my videos out there to more people. And my goal is we're, I believe, 16 days away from Election Day. Still pumping out videos every day. And the goal is on election night, we're going to be going live all night long, watching the polls as they come in, talking about everything, having a great open conversation. So I hope to see everyone there. You guys have a great night.